This is really boring, not really sexy, but it made my client $1.3 million. And this goes against a lot of what other people say, but in this video, I'm gonna share what this one thing is, because the great thing about what I have done, I've been behind the scenes helping a lot of clients add millions to their revenue. And what I wanna do on this channel is help you see what is possible and see how they do it. So in this video, I'm gonna break down what this is, because it goes against what I see a lot of entrepreneurs doing when they're at 10, 20, 50K per month. And that's why they're not able to hit that next income level. So context, the client came to me and she wanted to scale. She was running ads, but her VA was running them and she wasn't getting the ROI. The results weren't good, inconsistent, and they didn't know why. But they had this, my client had this calling to serve more people at a higher level because she's so skilled. She's one of the most skilled in her industry, definitely in the country. And she just hit this cap and she knew that she could do more. She was called to serve more people and she wanted to serve more people, but she just didn't have the know-how on how to do that. So that's why she came to me. And we went through the process that we go through on how to package that up and to get it out there consistently. And over a 13-month period from Facebook ads alone, she added 820, let me get the numbers, 824,000. I just did a post about it. Just there. I'll link the post down below so you can read it. But she did 824,000 in 13 months just from Facebook. And then we brought in partners to run Google ads and we almost doubled the revenue by adding another channel. She added 186 clients at 4,400 each. So just from Facebook, we got 482,000 return from 114,000 in ad spend, which was 7 point something return on ad spend, which is amazing. So if you're putting $1 in, you're getting 7 back. That's why you spend 114,000. Did we start there? No, we started small and then we built our way up. You build up once you have the confidence. Oh man, this robo guy's stuck. Dude. I don't edit my videos.
Resume cleaning.
You're free. Actually, you can be quiet. Pausing. It was just over 7x ROI, and you don't spend that all at once. You gradually increase the spend as you get the confidence from the data that you're getting the results, the clients, the money, and everything back from it. But that's not why you called. The one thing that is boring, but we did for 13 months, actually longer than 13 months because we did Google ads a little bit longer. But the one thing we did that was boring was not try new things. We stayed committed to the path, but flexible in how we got there. But we knew the type of funnel that we wanted to run to be able to get these clients and get these results and for her to make her progress. And we were very clear on the best way to be able to do that. So we had a plan and then we just refined. So we built, there's a building phase and then there's a refining phase. So a lot of people try and refine, but they don't try and build. And the refining is actually where the money is. The building is the exciting part. I'm gonna build a new funnel. I'm gonna create new content. I'm gonna reach out to a new audience. I'm gonna map out a new offer. That stuff is the new and exciting stuff. But that stuff, if you continually are on that bandwagon, you're on a hamster wheel. You don't have predictability. You're not steady. You're not known for one thing. We got over 200 clients through this group coaching offer. Over 200, 184 from Facebook ads alone. You have to be known for something before you go and do a million things. If you look at anyone that has made it, they were extremely narrow, extremely disciplined, extremely focused, what you would call boring, before they branched out. Like if you look at the classic example is Tony Robbins. He started helping people with their phobias, with their fears and phobias. So someone would be scared of snakes and then he would get them live on a radio show or live in a TV show and get them to cure their phobia instantly. Like one that they've been struggling with for years. That's how Big Tony or Uncle Tony, how he got started. That's boring, but it's what gets you known. Having, like, and this is the point that I'm making, we had one funnel and one video for 13 months. We changed and tested different elements, and elements of the page, elements of the funnel, elements of emails. But we had one primarily, like 80% of it didn't change for 13 months. Whenever she would come up with a new idea, she's like, how about we do, this is one thing she said, I want to do an online course because I want to make passive sales. I was like, no. My rule, which I learned from my mentor who sold over 8 figures, you do not do passive sales or low ticket, like under 1,000, until you've made $1 million. That's the rule that I learned from my mentor. I'm like, if he created that and he's done all the business models, he's been in the industry longer than me, he's much smarter than me, I'm going to adopt that, I'm going to take that on. So she would come up with that. I want to do passive. No, we're not doing that. We're not at $1 million yet. We're getting closer, hundreds of thousands, but we weren't at $1 million. The boring work is where wealth is created. Making it better and refining is where wealth is created in this industry. When there's always the next shiny object, when there's always the next funnel, when there's always the next guru promoting the next thing, when there's always one click away and you're off in another video and you're watching someone else give you another idea, and then you're doom scrolling on Instagram, and then you've got 40 different people telling you 40 different things, and each day you've got different ideas, and you're just going around in circles. You're going back to point number one. You go forward, forward, back, back, back. Anytime that you are deviating from your path, you are not making the progress that you're destined to make. So the boring work is the most important work. It's much better to make things better rather than to do things that are new. Because you have to realize how much momentum it takes to turn someone from cold to warm to hot and then into a client. That is a significant process. Your messaging has to be clear. Your content has to be on fire. Your processes have to be in place. Your emails have to be written. There's a lot of things that have to be in place for that to happen. And once you get that working, and once the numbers are good, and once you get the return on the ad spend, it only makes sense to increase it. But the human brain, I want to do something new. I want to do this funnel. I want to change this offer. Like, we're dancing around. So we have to tame the mind and just remind ourselves that the path we are on is to refine once we have built. I'm all about building. And if you want, I think a lot of the time we do this is because we are creators and we love variety and we want to do things, we want to create things. So what I say to that, have the variety and be creative in your content. Have so many different ways that people can come into your world. Make them niche focus on the right people, talking about the right things, but do talking head, do carousels, do posts, do lives, do YouTube, do Instagram, do reels. Do it all, have fun, do talking head, do long posts, do short captions. Have the variety in your content. And then have a process that you take people through that takes them from cold to warm to hot. This is the key to making millions, or at least your first million. I shouldn't say millions. I haven't helped clients I've helped a couple make millions, but I don't feel confident saying that, so I take that back. But it is the key to making your first million. That's what I can say with conviction and confidence, because I know I've worked with a lot of clients and they haven't made their first million. They come work with me, and we build one funnel and we work on that process. It doesn't have to be a funnel, but we work on that process, which is extremely boring when the brain is wanting to seek new and go to explore dopamine. It keeps us laser focused on the boring work, which is refining. So we build and then refine and refine and refine and refine. And after 6 months or 3 months or 2 months or 1 month of refining, once you have built, you still have to build it, that is where the compounding work comes into place. And when you stay laser focused and ultra narrow on one dream client, one dream outcome, one offer, It makes everything so much easier. So this is a little bit of insight, just reflecting on a client where we made 1.3 million in 13 months with multiple channels, and then 834,000 from one channel, and it was from one funnel. And you can just remove the word funnel, or from one process, from one client getting acquisition process. The same. We created different ads, we targeted different people, but the message was the same, because the core message doesn't change, the person we're reaching doesn't change, and the offer that we sold, once they go through that process, was the same. Because what happened was, we got so good at the message that over half of the people didn't hop on a call to purchase the offer. But that only comes when you can speak directly to the person, when you know how to activate them, when you know what is going to light them up. Not when you guess, or not when you hope, or I hope this message lands. I hope my dream client is going to love this. I hope this works. I hope that I find my perfect client today. Like, you just remove hope. The more disciplined and the more laser focused you are, the less hope you have and the more certainty you have. Because it's just a game of reps. The greatest sports players perform the greatest reps. It's Bruce Lee, throwing a Bruce Lee quote in here. Come on now. I fear not a man who throws 1,000 kicks. I fear the man who throws one kick 1,000 times. 1,000 times. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. It's boring work, but it can make you $1 million or £1 million or millions over your career by staying focused. At least your first million. Like it has, and I've seen for many of my clients, for a number of them, I've seen it. I've seen the power of focus. And if you were to dedicate a season of focus, I think you'll be surprised at the outcome that you can achieve. And if you want to watch this video here, this gives you a breakdown of the process that I use now to take people from cold to warm to hot without having to hard sell. In fact, we pre-sell so we don't have to hard sell, and we connect so we don't have to persuade. If that interests you, I also give an example of the client that I just mentioned on here. And down below, I'm gonna link you to a post that I do a bit of a breakdown on the Facebook ads that we did for this client. So you can get some more ideas and some more value from what I'm sharing, and all in hopes and wishes that it helps you gain some insight, shift to belief, most importantly, take action towards your dreams and make them become closer to a reality. That's it for me. Peace.